Coach. Thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Buying time to his left. And his first pass is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
Their own 26-yard line.
Foles and the Jags come up now, first and 10 at their own 26. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Check. Crunch.
Now Foles. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Partner, that was a lovely corner route and a lovelier pass.
Put it right there in the breadbasket, didn't he?
Just dropped it right in there.
We go.
So in Raven territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 46.
Watch the shot. X3, 218, chopper.
Edwards now on first and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Second and 2 at the Ravens' 26-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Here's Foles. Completes it to Lee. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check safety, check safety.
Foles. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football.
48 money. Hey, here we go. Check 48. To go.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Jalen Ferguson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Eckler. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
2 yards leads to 3rd down and 14.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Switch.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, You put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
I can't believe they even let you play.
From the 45 on second down, Jackson flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down.
Let's go, dude. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Jackson from the shotgun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hodges. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Shoot. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Draw play. It's Eckler. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Check, ready. Go to base. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. 22, check, bomber. 22, check, bomber. Check, bomber.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Got him in, it's Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
36. Let's go. Drive on. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Undercrush.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal.
Hey, Mike 50.
This time Jackson will throw it. Dancing to his left. He can touchdown, Ravens. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Tyus Bowser just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Looking to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. With it is Brown. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On the double. Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson forced out to his left. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Ravens on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, Jackson. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up 4th.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Lee. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Let's go, defense.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
First down, Jackson.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This one caught out wide by Landry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 56 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Let's get it. Hurry up. 50. Mike is a 50. Check my 50. Squish, double.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Bang, 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 bang. Shots at the 6. Pull it out. 6.
Jackson down. From the gun, he'll throw. And that will be incomplete.
Jackson's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Tucker's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll run on first down. Edwards. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Carryover from the first half. That defensive line continues to control the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're actually playing the game in the offense's backfield. They're taking those offensive linemen and pushing them back towards the quarterback and towards the runners. I still don't think, though, that you abandon the running game totally, because if you do, you're asking for a lot more hits on your QB.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, it hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Brandon, never quite sure what the side judge. The field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1 yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
No. Off. Check three. 61. Match box.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the 27, Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's what I do.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
44 is the mic.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
44.
Let's go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwan. And some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he will score! Touchdown, Baltimore! Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
That was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A pass there complete to Westbrook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Foles now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Second and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They bring Rashawn Melvin on the corner blitz, and he gets there.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Second and 4 at the 26-yard line.
The last run got 6, now second and 4.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
On the run, Darkwan. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Rabbit.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He finds Riddick complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Jackson now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Ravens 20, Jaguars 10.
Ready, set.
Mike Spoke. It's our time. It's our time.
Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I'm coming after you.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Now Foles. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Foles. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Foles. He's got his tight end, Oliver. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. The quick slant caught. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Nick Foles. Touchdown number 15 on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Lambeau to add on the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him as he pulls it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on first and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The Ravens on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is third and 10.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Rip right, rip right.
To throw again is Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
Now Darquan. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 41-yard line.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Check, check. Go. Go.
On second down, Jackson. It's caught by Mark Ingram. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a third and about 13.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate Big plays for an offense.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Foles. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Back to throw. That's going to be caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Jackson to throw. This one complete to Ingram. Give him 7 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Back to throw. That's caught. It's Chris Moore. Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. He's back to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Jackson. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Here's Jackson throwing on 4th down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Jags, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.